Hey everybody, I'm Dan Davis-Boxleitner.
And I'm John English.
We're here today, awesome, thank you. We're here today to talk to you about hackerspaces. We're founding members of a hackerspace here in Boulder. So yeah, let's get this thing started. There's one thing that we all have in common in this audience today. We're all consumers. Every season we're presented with a new slew of things: gadgets, clothing, transportation, entertainment. As you can see, evidenced by the diagram there. But in a hackerspace, we like to do things a little bit differently. The things that you might buy, we choose to build. So a hackerspace is a workshop where individuals can come together, work on projects, and basically work on projects together and relate with each other. Whether they're engineers, programmers, artists, or just people with a lot of free time, they can work together on what excites them. We're talking about a mad science lab here that's kind of open to the public. So some of the things that you might want to purchase, you might not be able to purchase, like your own personal rocket ship or submarine. This is the kind of things that we're working on. So while you might go out and purchase a nice bicycle to ride around town, we're talking about a Tron-style light cycle that also makes ice cream as you ride.
In 5 minutes or less.
Right. Now, you might want to get some fresh veggies. We're talking about building a wall-mounted autoponics unit to use in order to create our own vegetables. We're working on the software, we're working on the hardware, really trying to get things like that going. So from clothing with microprocessors sewn into them to brainwave-altering glasses, the goal is to really get creative. Now, hackers have been around for ages, tinkering with their tools, exploring the new depths of their inventiveness, and really trying to figure out what's going on around them. From Leonardo da Vinci, who created helicopters and solar-powered weapons, to Thomas Edison, who became famous for the light bulbs that constantly float above our heads, we're talking about individuals who are exploring new territory and leaving their mark on history. A few decades ago, we had people like Bill Gates and Woz, who decided to occupy their time with electronic devices, strange little devices that now are almost more common than books. When's the last time you saw an iPhone or an iPad? So hackerspaces are being formed all around the world. People are getting together driven by their creative minds, and they want to explore new ideas. They communicate daily and nightly using the latest technology that the web has to offer in order to organize their research and share their ideas. To join a hackerspace is to become a member of a community where you can participate in bending the rules and discovering what's under the surface of our everyday lives.
So now that you've heard a little bit about what a hackerspace is, what might you do if you joined up with this kind of group of people? So maybe you decide that you want to learn how to make a 3D printer. So this is a machine where it lays out plastic. So instead of printing words on a page, you're printing physical objects. So if you go there, maybe you're going to decide that you want to make your own cathedral, because that's the kind of thing that you're into. Or maybe you decide that you've got this weird project, so you need to store mechanical energy in something cheap and accessible like rubber bands. Well, there's no reason you can't do that too, like the guys from the Cowtown Computer Congress hackerspace in Kansas City did. So there are all kinds of possibilities. It's almost like it's a gym for innovators.
Can I make myself a girlfriend?
We're still working on that one. So maybe you've got a flat Earth friend and you want to prove to them that the Earth is round. So you can go ahead and meet up with your friends at the hackerspace, hack your phone to make it take pictures at regular intervals and relay its position with GPS to figure out where it's going to land. Not this time. So once you're done, you've got these amazing pictures of the upper atmosphere. I mean, these are the kind of things that normal people might never expect you can do, but they're really just right at your fingertips. So hackerspaces come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. You've got a group like Copenhagen Suborbitals in Europe who decided to build their hackerspace in an old barge off the coast of their town. So what are you going to do if you have a hackerspace on a barge? Well, these guys decided that the best thing for them to do would be to build their own rocket ship to send themselves into suborbital space. So if you're going to make a rocket to shoot yourself into space, there's no reason why you shouldn't go ahead and build a floating launch platform. And if you're going to build a floating launch platform, you might as well go ahead and build your own submarine too, which these guys went ahead and did. So these are the sorts of things that really might not seem possible, but they are. But it's not all shooting yourself into space. There's an element of outreach and accessibility too. We can put on workshops, we can bring in students. If you want your kid to be the next great rocket scientist, this is a really good way to start.
That's right. We're forming a hackerspace in Boulder. We've already formed a hackerspace in Boulder, and we'd like everyone to get involved. Check out the website. Come by and see us. We have weekly meetings open to the public. And always remember that hackerspaces want you.